Yes, we are here. Thank you. Dhanyavad, Prabhu.
Dhanyavad. All right. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I don't know what zones, but good. So we are here in the south of France. Today we are in a wonderful community in a little town called Mirepoix. Did I get that right? Yeah. And it's a mixed community, different devotees, with different gurus, but they're living peacefully and harmoniously. That's it? Yeah. How's it? Yes, so last week, because we were on Nam Sankirtan in another town called Lyon, we weren't able to sing any bhajans because we were on Harinam. And the devotees there,
we can't hear very well.
Can't hear very well. So bring the camera. Okay. Well, I don't turn it up all the way, of course. Look what happens when you turn it up all the way. Haribo? Can you hear me now, Prabhu?
Yes, that's better.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So today, the first song we're going to sing is by Thakur Bhakti Vinod, called Emono Durmati. Medanga Wala.
Chanted? Non. Des petites, des vieilles papas, des petites, ça mange pas.
We are ready. Ready or not? Here we go. Samsara vidodi Gaudiya Bhavani Jajan Koruna Jani Madhaya Dile Tudi Emono Durmati Samsara Vidure Gaudiya Doya Kori Kore Moti Chate Kiya Kohile Amare Kiya Vaya koi pure, noti chapte kiya, kahile amare diya. Rohini kaja, shukaro kota. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Navadvipe Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Navadvipe This is a very beautiful song sung by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. It's in the form of a nice songs by these great personalities like Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Narottam Das Thakur, Lochan Das Thakur, and others. Prabhupada said that their songs are as good as the Vedas because they have woven into the songs the wisdom of the Vedas. And by singing these songs, hearing these songs, this will help us in our bhajan, in our chanting of Hare Krishna mantra. We will learn what kind of mood to chant and so on from these songs. So he said, don't overlook them. Many times when I was traveling, and there were many Indian people in the audience, I would say, these are not cinema songs. These are not Bollywood songs. These are songs coming from the heart of pure devotees. They're sharing their hearts with us. So in this song, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, a wicked mind brought me into this world, O Lord, but one of your pure and elevated devotees has come to bring me out. So we may not think that we are here because of a wicked mind, but we are all here in the material world because of our desire to enjoy separate from Krishna, independent. That is a wicked idea. Because everything belongs to Krishna. Nothing is mine, nothing is yours. And we want to enjoy it independent of Krishna. So he says, a wicked mind. And therefore we are suffering the reactions to all our wicked activities. So he says, but this is our position, but all is not lost, because he's saying to Krishna, one of your pure and elevated devotees, Kono Mahajan. Mahajan means great soul. We learn from Bhagavatam that there are 12 Mahajans. Swayambhu, Narada, Shambhu, Kumara, Kapila, Manu. Prahlada, Janaka, Bhishma, Bali, Bayasaki. So, but there are more than 12. These are the 12 principal Mahajans. But anyone who follows in the footsteps of a Mahajan, he becomes a Mahajan. So when I first came upon this song, immediately I thought, yes, Prabhupada is a Mahajan. He's come to drag me out, take us out of this world. That is his mission. Prahlad Maharaj, in Bhagavatam, he says, in one of his prayers, he said, my Lord, I was following the general population, and I was falling into a blind well full of snakes. But your pure devotee, Narada Muni, he came and rescued me. And more than that, more than just pulling me out, he gave me a process by which I can attain a position of transcendence similar to his own position. And of course, he also became a Mahajan, Prahlad. So, when Prabhupada was coming to America and he wrote a nice poem, we sang it last night, Krishna Tava Punya Adibai, he inserted one verse in the middle of his poem, and it was this exact verse by Prahlad Maharaj, saying that my Guru Maharaj gave me a process by which I can attain a transcendental position similar to him. So this was the mission. There comes the mission of Prabhupada, the mission of the Acharyas, the mission of genuine spiritual masters. They're coming to give us something by which we can attain transcendence. We are not to remain the same way we were when we first came. So you should see, we want to see how we are making progress, how our material fever is going down. So Then he says, this Mahajan, this great soul, he saw me so fallen and wretched, and he took pity on me, saying, "Oh, humble soul, please listen to the good news that I have for you. It will gladden your heart." So, humility is mentioned here.
No, no problem.
Humility is mentioned here. In order to get this gift, we must be humble. We must be humble to saintly persons. We must be humble to the Vaishnavas. If we want to make progress, Mahaprabhu says, Trinada Bhisuni Chena, Tarorapi Sahishna, Amani Namana Dina kirtaniya Sada. And we should be prepared to offer all respects to others and don't expect any for ourselves. Then we can chant Hare Krishna constantly. Kirtaniya Sada Gani. So the good news that the devotee is bringing to us is that Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has appeared in the land of Navadvip. He has appeared there just to deliver us. He has safely conducted many miserable souls like us across the sea of material existence, worldly existence. So he's quite competent to deliver us. This is good news. Although Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came 500 years ago, and we in the West, we didn't hear about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu until Prabhupada came, until in the 60s, 70s. Somehow or other, we weren't aware of that. And it was the most significant event in the world that Krishna has descended as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he has come to deliver us. So, then Bhaktivinoda Thakur cites a statement from the Vedas that says, to fulfill the promise of the Vedas, the son of a Brahmana bearing the name Mahaprabhu, of a golden complexion, he has descended along with his brother, the Avadut Nityananda. And together, they have overwhelmed all of Navadvip, all of Nadia. And from there, it was their desire that it go all over the world. Mahaprabhu himself has said, Prithivite ache jokto nagara gram sarvatra prachar hoibe mora nam. My name, the holy name of Krishna, will be chanted and sung and heard of in every town and village of the globe, everywhere. This was their desire. But first they started in Navadvip, and they overwhelmed all of Navadvip, especially Nityananda Prabhu. He was, after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas and went to Puri, made his headquarters there, all the devotees they were feeling such separation that every year they would come to Puri for the Rath Yatra. Means they used to walk from Bengal to Orissa. Probably took them more than a month to walk there. They'd walk, camp, and cook, and make their way there slowly. And then they would spend 3 months or so with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They would enjoy participating in the Rath Yatra festival. And then they would start walking back to Navadvip. But after some time, after a few years, Mahaprabhu told them, don't come back anymore. And of course, they were mortified. And he told Nityananda Prabhu especially, he says, if you stay here with me, then who will preach in Bengal? If I want you to go back and preach and go door to door, which he did, and he established. So he started the preaching work, really. In those days, there was no books, anything. Nityananda Prabhu and his associates, they went every house, door to door, asking people to chant. And especially Nityananda Prabhu would request them to chant the name of Gauranga. His orders were to tell them chant Krishna Nam, but he thought if they chant the name of Gauranga, that would be better for them. Bhaja Gauranga, Kaha Gauranga, Laha Gauranga Nam Ere. This is Nityananda Prabhu. So, then Bhaktivinoda Thakur tells us, who is this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? He says, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself, the son of Nanda, Nanda Sutta. And he saved the world by freely distributing his own holy name. Therefore, we should go and receive our deliverance from him, from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur concludes saying, oh Lord, hearing this news, this good news, I've come to you, weeping and weeping. Gaudiya, Gaudiya, sharing the story of my life. So this is very inspiring for all of us, that we've somehow or other been attracted. We met a devotee. Before I met Prabhupada, I met his devotees, his disciples. And one thing led to another. But when I first met them, I had never heard the name Krishna. I didn't know what it was. But the sound of them chanting in the street was very pleasing. And I thought, it's sounding nice. It was different, but it was nice. So I went closer. I didn't even know that they were spiritually minded people. I didn't think of them. When I looked at them, I didn't think they are religious because they look so different. My conception of a religious person was like a priest or a nun. But here they were shaved heads, tilak, and orange robes. They're completely out of this world. They're otherworldly. But when I spoke with them, then I began to understand. That was the beginning. That they're really they're thinking people. And my education began there. And still, I said many times, I began going to the temple and I didn't know what. And at first, I didn't know what to expect. They invited me, so I went. And after some time, going regularly to the Sunday love feast, that's what they used to call it. Then I became acquainted and I liked it. But I always thought, this is nice, but I don't think I could live like them. I thought, I can't live the way they're living. It's too austere. To get up early in the morning, shave all my hair off. This was like unacceptable to me. So I continued for months just going to the temple. But then when when Prabhupada came, he spoke, then all my reservations went out the window. And I thought, now I have to join, regardless of the conditions. And the conditions were austere compared to today's standards, right? Like you visit any temple today, they have beds, the devotees have beds to sleep on. We didn't even have a mat to sleep on. We slept on the ground. They provided you with nothing. It's a wonder that anybody stayed. But what we were getting was so precious that we tolerated everything. And even though things were materially so scarce, it was spiritually very enlightening. Of course, the emphasis was on chanting. So, this is Emono Durmati Sangsara Bitore. For your Achino. Next, I wanted to sing There's a nice song by Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. I'll see if you can find it in the songbook.
That's the first word.
Ujjvala Varana.
Ujjvala Varana.
Yeah. We have a few copies, maybe half a dozen or so. So this was a beautiful song glorifying Lord Chaitanya. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, you may know, he was actually the first person that Mahaprabhu converted when he went to Jagannath Puri. Sarvabhauma at the time was the greatest logician of all India, which meant he was the greatest logician in the world. He's even mentioned in the Encyclopedia Britannica. But he was Mayavad. But Mahaprabhu schooled him, and he became a first-class Vaishnava. And he was very highly intelligent. He wrote this song, which is in Sanskrit, glorifying Chaitanya Mahaprabhu once he realized who Mahaprabhu was. It's a wonderful pastime. How Sarvabhauma, the great Sarvabhauma, became purified by meeting this young sannyasi, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This was such a big event. This news spread all over India because Sarvabhauma was the most learned scholar and highly respected. Even though he was a grihastha, the sannyasis used to come to him to learn Vedanta. That's how much influence he was. And then to hear that he's been converted by a young 24-year-old sannyasi, that was big news. When he became converted, he wrote many, many verses glorifying Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In fact, he wrote, one of the first things he did, he wrote 100 verses glorifying Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and describing in these verses what his mission is, why he has come. It's beautiful. When he presented it to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Mahaprabhu read it, because it was glorification of him, glorifying Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he took it and tore it up. He didn't want to be glorified as tore it up into pieces. The devotees scrambled the pieces and put it back together. And now we can have those wonderful verses. So here in this is a song that he wrote called Ujjala Bharana. This is by Sarvabhauma. Prabhu? Ujjala Bharana Gaura Bharadeha Gaura Bharadeha Nilasita Niravani Bhavadeha Ujjala Bharana Gaura Bharadeha Nilasita Niravani Tribhuvana Pavana Pre-violation Pranamami Cha Sri Sachidanaya Tribhuvana Pavana Pre-violation Pranamami Cha Gagadayantara Bhavavikaram Ujanotharjana Bhavavaya Bhanjana Karana Karuna Pranamami Cha Sri Sachidanaya Arunam Varadhara Charukapuna Induvinindita Nagachaya Shiram Jalpita Nijamuna Nama Vinodam Tam Pranamami Cha Sri Kirtanaya Vigalita Nayana Kamal Jaladaram Bhushana Navarasa Avadika Gaudiya Mantara Nitya Vilasam Tam Pranamami Cha Sri Kirtana Chanchala Charuchara Gati Ruchira Manjira Ranjita Pada Yuga Chandra Vinindita Sitala Madana Tam Pranamami Cha Sri Drita Kati Dora Samadal Danda Divya Kalevara Murti Samhita Jana Kalpasa Kandana Dandam Tam Pranamamita Sri Kirtana Pita Pimpatha Malaya Jatirashita Ujalatila Sampranamani Shri Satchitanaya Malaya Nindita Aruna Kumadalaya Ajanulantita Shri Bhutayugalam Kalvarakaishana Narkatabhisha Sampranamahina Sri Satchitanaya Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare So the great Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya has composed this most wonderful song. I shall try to quickly read the translation. He says, I prostrate myself before the son of Mother Sachi, whose radiant lotus face and body shine with the splendor of molten gold. This transcendental body is the playground for the continuous expressions of variegated moods and ecstatic symptoms that carry his consciousness to the realm where he is no longer aware of his transcendental body. By only a particle of his mercy, he has delivered the three worlds. I salute the son of Mother Sachi, whose heart is in a state of rapture, transformed by feelings of intense love. In his pastimes of loud roaring before the mischievous and malicious rascals, he removes all fear of the vast ocean of material existence just by the effect of his unlimited compassion. He's wearing garments the color of the eastern sky during the dawn, and his lovely cheeks shine with the same radiance. The nails of his hands and feet have the same pleasing effect of the moon shining in the sky. His pleasure diversion consists in discussions and glorification of his own wonderful qualities and names. I offer my obeisances to this son of Mother Sachi. His lotus eyes are always wet with tears, and his ornaments are the new and ever-fresh transformations of ecstatic love that decorate his transcendental form. His gait, or his walking, is slow and majestic, yet his dancing is a wonderful pastime of enjoyment. I bow down before this son of Mother Sachi. The movement of his lovely yet restless lotus feet captivates the mind, and his ankle bracelets sweeten that charming scene all the more. His face, which defeats the beauty of the moon, is very cooling and pleasant. I offer my salutations to the son of Mother Sachi. He wears a cord around his waist, and he carries in his hand a water pot and a dunda. His divine appearance is complemented by his shaven head, and the sins of the wicked are annulled by the rod of chastisement that he carries. I salute the son of Mother Sachi. His ornaments are the dust on his body, and his radiant tilak, prepared with sandalwood. The beautiful sight of his trembling reddish lips brings delight to the mind and heart. I offer my obeisances to the son of Mother Sachi. His lotus eyes defeat the color of pink lotuses. His two lotus hands are very long, reaching down almost to his knees. He appears to be a mere adolescent, dressed as he is, ready to dance. I prostrate myself before the son of Mother Sachi. Sri Sachinandana Jai. We have time for one more. So, so 6 minutes, right?
Yeah. Huh? Yeah, I mean, unless they wanted to go longer.
We should go more, but this 6:30 will be 1 hour.
Yeah.
Yes, but we can go on also. It's okay.
I can go longer?
Yes.
Thank you, Maharaj. So we're going to sing Radha Krishna Bol. Radha Krishna Bol, Bol Re Sobai. I don't remember. She didn't print anything.
I know. What were you going to do? I'm going to show you.
Yes, actually, we can sing Mama Mana Mandire. This is also by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Okay. Okay. Has everyone found it?
No la tropo puede.
So if you don't have a copy, sit next to someone who has it and share. Okay? Mama Mana Mandire Krishna Murari, Sri Krishna Murari, Bhakti Priti Malachanda Bhakti Priti Malachanda Minyo Minyo Chidananda Minyo Minyo The song by Srila Prabhupada, he is praying to Krishna, who is also known as Murari because of his flute playing. So he says, "Oh Krishna Murari, please come and abide, come and live in the temple of my heart, both day and night." If our heart is pure, it should be, but that is our task, to purify our heart. Then the Lord will be pleased to reside in our heart. So he's praying, please come and live here. Just to try to make our heart a temple in our heart, that is not an easy job. It's a big job, big task. There can be no material desires, no, everything has, these things are like dirt. And it has to make the heart clean and pure, spotless. It takes some effort, a great effort on the part of the sadhaka, the devotee. So Bhaktivinoda is praying like this: I want you to come and live in my heart, like the temple of my heart. People want to open big temples, right, around the world, but they neglect to make a temple in their heart, because that is more difficult. That takes work. So he says, devotion, love, flower garlands, and sandalwood, chandan, please accept them, O Lord of my heart. In life or in death, I worship you with these offerings. So please come, O son of Nanda, Nanda Kumar, and I will offer your artik ceremony with the lamplight of my love. It's very poetic and nice. You know, artik, we do offer the ghee lamp. He said, I will give the light from the lamp of my love. The waters of the river Jamuna cascade down incessantly from my eyes. He is weeping and weeping due to separation. He says, my eyes are weeping constantly like the river Jamuna in your separation. O lifter of Govardhan Hill, Giridhari. May I pass my life absorbed only in songs of your praise. O Krishna Murari, Sri Krishna Murari. Very sweet little song. We can sing something else since we have time. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Koro More. That is in all the songs. That is by Narottam Das Thakur. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Koro More. Uma bina ke doyalu jagat samsare. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Gaudiya Bina Jagat samsare. Patita pavan hetu bhavaya vata mosa patita napai tera. Mahaprabhu Goya Purusita Pati Advaita Goshai Gopa Kripa Puleva Chaitanita Gora Prema Maya Tano Pandit Gadadhara Srinivasa Harinidasa Dayara Sagara Gora Prema Maya Tano Pandit Gadadhara Srinivasa Harinidasa Dayara Sagara Aha Swarup Sanatana What would you do, Sri Gaudiya Purusriya Acharya Prabhu Srinivasa Ramachandra Sanghamage Yetamurda
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
So this is a prayer, a wonderful prayer to the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by Narottam Das Thakur. And here he teaches us how to pray. He says, "My dear Lord Chaitanya, please be merciful to me, because who can be more merciful than you? No one can be more merciful than you within the three worlds. This is this statement by Narottam Das Thakur has been declared the same thing by other devotees. Rupa Goswami When he first met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he composed a beautiful prayer. Namo Mahabhadanaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namini Gaura Trishe Namaha. He says, you are so merciful. People don't even know who is Krishna or what is Krishna, and you are freely giving them love of Krishna. So no one is more magnanimous and merciful than you. Therefore, I am coming to you. He says, your incarnation, you are known as Patita Pavana. This means you have incarnated just to deliver, to reclaim the conditioned souls. But I can assure you, you will not find a greater fallen person than me. Therefore, my claim is first. You should deliver me first. This is his eagerness. We don't think we are so fallen. So we don't pray to the Lord to deliver us. But Narottam is saying, I am the most fallen. You can't find anybody more fallen than me. And since that is your business, to deliver the fallen soul, then save me first. And then he prays to Lord Nityananda. He said, my dear Nityananda Prabhu, you are always joyful in spiritual bliss. Your very name, Nityananda, is eternally blissful, always. He says, and since you always appear very happy, I'm coming to you because I am most unhappy. And if you kindly put your glance over me, then I may also become happy. Nityananda Prabhu, it is said that if he just looked at someone, they could develop prema, love of God. So therefore Narottam is saying, just put your glance over me. And then I'll be happy. And then he prays to Advaita Prabhu. He says, my dear Advaita Prabhu, husband of Sita, you are so kind. Please be merciful to me. If you are kind to me, then naturally Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda, they will also be kind to me. Because it was Advaita Prabhu who brought Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda down. He was, of course, Advaita. Who is Advaita Acharya? We heard he is Mahavishnu. Seeing the fallen condition of people, he thought they are so fallen, even in India, they are not following the teachings of the Vedas, they're not practicing. They're concerned with worldly things. He said, seeing this condition, he said, he worshipped Krishna with tulsi leaves and water from the sacred Ganges. And with loud cries, he begged Krishna, please come yourself, please come down. And who comes? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is another evidence that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna. He came, so therefore Narottam says, you are so kind and merciful. So if you are kind to me, then naturally Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda, they will also be kind. Because they listen to you, they came because of you. Then he says, Lord Chaitanya's love embodiment was shown by Gadadhar Pandit. Gadadhar Pandit is one of the members of the Panchatattva. He said, so Lord Chaitanya, he embodied the love of Lord Chaitanya. And Srivas Pandit, Srivas Thakur, and Haridas Thakur, they were oceans of mercy. Haridas Thakur was named as the Namacharya by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, although he was born in a Muslim family. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was going against the system, with the conventional way of thinking. Hindu society, they wouldn't allow a Muslim into the temple, especially the Jagannath temple, even today. Foreigners, non-Hindus are not allowed inside the temple. But Haridas Thakur, he didn't protest. He was humbly chanting Hare Krishna mantra, practically 22 hours a day chanting. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu,
Haribol, we can't hear. Revati, Haribol. Okay, I guess we have to finish here. It seems like they lost the battery or something. Let's wait a few seconds and see if they come back.